What's up, buddy? What's going on, Kirby? Sit. Are you a good boy? You a good boy? Yeah, I need the belly rub. Need the belly rub. Yeah, you a good bird dog. Yep, sure are. What's up, everybody? Joe with Joe's Golden Garage. I've got to give you guys a little update on my daily driver situation. I have finally decided to give up on the Saab, and it is going to wholesale auction in about a week. And I've already done a short video on this car for you guys, but we bought it about 3 or 4 months ago, I guess. And tried to sell it. We were asking a lot of money for it. And then finally I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make it my daily driver. It's been ultra reliable. We've put about 4,000 miles on it. It's made 3 road trips to Kentucky. It's just dead reliable. So took it off market and I bought it from the company for myself. So there she is. The 2015 Lincoln MKZ 2.0 hybrid. Now, before some of you guys freak out and are like, oh my God, what a hunk of junk, do your research on these things. This hybrid powertrain in this and in the Fusion is pretty damn bulletproof. I've learned a lot about the CVT and the engine, which was co-developed with Toyota. And people are getting hundreds of thousands of miles out of these things. Now this one has 185. Oh, got another dog in the garage. Picked this up at the auction, $3,900 winning bid, which I thought was a good deal for a 2015. One owner, Carfax, 49 service records on the Carfax, and all maintained at the Ford dealership. That's metallic paint, that's not dirt. Look at those things. Boy, it's got a good looking paint job. I gave her a little bath this morning, clean her up. Shined up those chrome wheels and those Michelin tires. It's a nice car, y'all. It really is. Got tons of options. This is the reserve trim. Reserve package is, let's see. No, I believe it's a technology package. Anyway, it's somewhere around $4,500. Gives you some tech and some niceties. It has the sunroof, not the panoramic, just standard sunroof. It has these optional bigger, I believe they're 19-inch. What size are these? Kind of chrome wheels. I don't see a dang size. Where's the size? 240? Yeah, 19s. It gives you a power trunk lid, deck lid that opens and closes with the push of a button, which is kind of cool. Lots of tech in this car. Blind spot monitoring, backup camera, killer stereo, heated and cooled seats. I mean, the list just goes on and on. It's nuts. And this isn't even the top of the line. You can get a black label, which is about $55K. This one's stickered for about $45K. Let me yeah, it is just a nice rig. Now it has, of course, these little touch display for the climate control and radio, and the little slider buttons for the volume and the fan speed. Works pretty good. It's a little frustrating at times, but it works pretty good. I'm reasonably impressed. But it's just a clean car for the miles. Look at that, 185, 356. I mean, the seats are in great shape. Back seats are in great shape. Headliner, everything's really well kept on this thing. Not a dirty car. It's got nice WeatherTech rubber mats. Yeah, it's just a nice rig. It has averaged, let's see, let's get some climate control going. The AC works even in electric mode, which is kind of cool. All right. And it's instantly cold. 39.7. That is the average miles per gallon for the lifetime of the car. You can reset a miles per gallon, like for a trip or, you know, each week, but it has this one permanent one that has kept up with the average miles per gallon for the life of the car, so it's pretty cool. So 39.7, that's great, y'all. Don't like the 4-cylinder drone, of course, with the CVT. It's a little unpleasant, but you know, you get used to it. Okay, I need to turn that off. You get used to it pretty quickly, and the key is to drive the thing, keep it with the EV light in blue. Okay, so it's in EV mode, and then when the gas engine comes on, that EV, the blue EV goes away, and then the little engine lights up, and of course you can hear it. But I tell you what, it's such a smooth transition, you can't feel it. Even with all these miles, it is just instantly smooth. Super impressed with that. Oh, I was gonna roll down the windows. The sun is starting to come out. I just don't want this thing to get blazing hot. It has remote start, so you can start it from the key fob and it'll just fire up in electric mode and just sit here quietly, and the AC will cool the cabin, so that's nice. Yeah, it's just a cool car. But I'm still learning everything. I just gave it a bath this morning, so I'm still learning everything about it. Got a lot to figure out. I mean, it's supposedly got a modem, sync services, of course, which I think is a subscription you can pay for that has features. I mean, I probably won't do anything like that. I thought it had the rear inflatable seat belts that Ford offered for a little while, but the 15 doesn't have it, but I know the 13s did, so maybe they canceled it after a year or two. Maybe it wasn't as awesome as they thought it was going to be, or maybe they, I don't know. I need to do a little research on why they canned the rear inflatable seat belts. Need to YouTube that and look it up. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, there she is. We'll get plenty of road trip footage coming soon. And but yep, to my Saab people, we're at the end of the road. The 9.5 is just Oh man, the timing chain. I mean, I've had it fixed 3 times now, and it's still breaking the chain guides. I've got 2 broken ones right now, and I've still been driving it. My mechanic said just drive it. He said it ain't gonna break. He said eventually the check engine light will come on and it'll start running bad, and then at that time you'll know it has jump time. But I'm just sending it wholesale auction, losing my ass on that car. You know, I paid 12 grand for that car like 2 years ago. So I expect to get maybe 2,500 or 3 for it at most. But anyway, so the Saab 9.5 goodbye. Hello 2015 Lincoln MKZ. And I like it. It's cool. So more to come. Got a freeway video I'll make tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Peace. All right, cruising home from Dalton. Kept the dogs this weekend while the family was out of town, and got the MKZ cleaned up, washed, and now I'm doing just a little quick highway video. Highway speeds.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Got my iPad down here at the little 2-tiered shelf. That's kind of nice. This car's got some cool features. Not only does it have a lot of features built into that infotainment system, like, you know, I've got my heated seats, heated steering wheel, cooled seats. That thing, that sync system does a lot of magic to be 9 years old. Currently getting about 37.4 miles to the gallon with the cruise set on about 80. I think I got an 81. About to have to tap the brakes here. I'll change lanes. Air freezing cold. God, this car's got cold air. I love it. But she's smooth. She's a smooth runner. Had a big old steering wheel cover that was on the steering wheel. It came like that when we bought it at the auction, but I took that joker off yesterday because, man, this nice leather steering wheel, I'm gonna get a magic eraser after it and get all the oils out of it, and then it'll feel soft and like new again. If you have a leather steering wheel that's all shiny and real slick, it's all the oil from your hands over the years, take a magic eraser and lightly damp and just go around the whole thing several times. Now, you might want to lay a towel in your lap because it kind of drips, and what comes out is not pretty. It's real brown, so dirt and grime, muddy water. But so yeah, that'll freshen up this leather steering wheel. Of course, it's got the sunroof, but not the big pano roof. Lot of options. Golly, man, it's got a blind spot monitoring, which is nice for 15. I think that was part of the option package, the reserve package or technology package. I can't remember. It's got the rear cross, when you're backing up. It doesn't have the forward mitigated braking or whatever, where an emergency, if you don't see the car stop, it slams on the brakes for you. I don't believe it has that. I don't see a sensor for it up front anywhere, and I can't find it in my menu. But yeah, this is just fully loaded. I mean, golly. Keyless entry, remote start. Oh, it's got the LED headlights and LED fog lights and LED tail lights. They're all very nice. And to be, a little 2-liter 4-cylinder. I mean, I'm just cruising down the road here, clicking along at, let's see, 83 miles an hour. And she's smooth. No groaning from the engine, even though accelerating to get to 80, you hear a lot of groaning. That's the only thing I really don't like. It's, that 4-cylinder drone while accelerating. But, it's got good power, So I just stand on it hard and get to speed quick. Then I don't have to listen to it very long. If anybody knows anything about these cars, because I did not get an owner's manual, which totally sucks. I can't find a temperature gauge or a tachometer anywhere in these menus. Now the tachometer I can live without, but it's just annoying more than anything. But no temperature gauge anywhere. I mean, come on. I know there'll be a warning light that'll come on when it's, you know, if it ever runs hot, but will it? You know? I've already blown up one car because it didn't have a temp warning sensor. Old black Volvo S40 a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'd like a temp gauge, please. Give me some gauges mounted down through here like the racers do. But anyway, I'll keep this pretty short. There'll be lots more videos of this thing as the miles tick up. 185, 393 on the mileage. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope y'all like the MKZ as much as I do. I like it a lot. So far, so good. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Peace.